A survey asked 11 people to report the amount of money they spend eating out for lunch on a day. So we have a group of men and a group of women. And the first thing we want to do is compare the median amount of money men spend on lunch to that for the women. So I'm going to find the median for the men and the median for the women. Okay, so I'll start off entering those data into lists. And I'm going to take advantage of using two separate lists here. And all I'm doing is just entering the data one by one into the list editor. If you're using some technology other than the TI calculator, that's fine. Just make sure you know how this is done in your technology. If you're doing it by hand, that's fine as well, but it might take a little bit more time to get the data sorted. And what I'm going to do is just go ahead and pause the video so you don't have to watch me typing in the whole set here. Okay, so the data is in, and what I want to do first is find the median amount of money that men spend. And to do that, I'm going to take advantage of the one-var stats. So go over to Calc, get the one-var stats. And my data is in L1, that's the data for the men. So calculate. And scrolling down, I see that the median there is 19. All right, so the median for men is 19. And then the median for women, what I'm going to have to do is use one-var stats again, but this time change my list to L2. Now, if you're not seeing these menus here, then don't worry. If you just hit second and 1, that will bring up L1 on screen, and then just press enter twice and it'll run the program. Same thing if you need L2 in there. So just calculate. Median there is 12. All right, so that comes up with those values. So the median that men spend is 19, and the median that women spend is 12, showing that the typical blank tended to spend more money for lunch. So it looks like men tend to spend more money for lunch. All right, now we're going to compare that to the interquartile range for the men. Okay, so, or from the men to the women. I've already got the women pulled up here. The interquartile range is Q3 minus Q1. So 14 minus 12 would be 2 for the women. Now to get the interquartile range for the men, I just need to do the one-var stats, but back for the list for the men. All right, so Q3 is 20 minus Q1, which is 14, so that's 6. So the interquartile range for men is larger, and that shows that there's more variation in the amount of money spent on lunch for men. So men tend to spend more money, but also tend to vary how much they spend more than women.